Hello friends, welcome back to the 11th day of live art. This is Priya from Priya Arts Art Studio, where I teach art for all ages. You're all doing a fabulous job in staying safe. Keep up the good work. I enjoy looking at all of your drawings. Keep sending me all of the pictures you completed. I love seeing all of your artworks. So let's start our drawing today. Are you all ready with pencil, eraser, paper, oil pastels? If you don't have oil pastels, you can also use crayons or color pencils to do the same kind of art. So today every day we have Kavya and Ovia to draw with me. I hope you're all ready too. Hi Kevin, thanks for joining. Hi Meghna and Anjali, glad you all joined today. How are you? Kevin, I'm good. Hope you're doing good too. So today let's see who's going to find out what we are going to draw today. This is an interesting mammal, and this is a national animal of Australia. Hi Radhika, good to see you. So we are going to draw the animal this is the national animal of Australia. Hi Shubha, good to see you. Kangaroo is the right answer, Shubha. Yay, that was an easy clue, right? Okay, so we are going to do kangaroo today. Some fun facts about kangaroo is the right answer. Smriti, good job. So the baby kangaroo is called Joey. Namrata says kangaroo. Naga says kangaroo. Kavin says that too. Okay, you all found out within one clue. That's great. Okay. Lakshmi, yeah, it's kangaroo. Everybody is right. Great job, guys. Okay, the baby kangaroo is called Joey. We are going to draw the mommy kangaroo and Joey. Kangaroo, that's right, Radhika and Shriyansh. Good job, everybody. So, do you know some fun facts about kangaroo? This animal has baby which is called Joey. It comes very early and it stays in the mummy's pouch for about 8 to 9 months. That's a really long time. Also, kangaroo is the only animal that hops for its locomotion. So some animals swim, some animals walk, but kangaroos are the only animals that jump every single day to reach long distances. That's part of their life. Hi Zubair, Ash is here. Hi Ash, welcome. Hello. Okay, so shall we start drawing? We're going to do the mommy kangaroo and Joey. I'm going to focus a little more with the paper, and we're going to start with the measurements. So have your pencils ready for our measurements. I'm going to start with pastel so that you all can clearly see. It's better to keep your paper vertically. We are going to draw a vertically faced kangaroo. I'm going to do the measurement in the center of my paper. My measurement is going to start with the dot on the top. You can keep it very lightly with your pencil. And I'm measuring 26 centimeters at the bottom. If you have a smaller paper, you can adjust with a couple of inches lesser than 26 centimeters. 26 centimeters. I'm also going to mark my center, which is 13 centimeters. So how much ever big paper you have, you need to make a top measurement and then a dot at the bottom. Also, there is a center for my measurement. From the top dot, I'm going to measure exactly the same kind of measurement which I had from the middle to the top, and I'm going to do a dot from there. It's a 13 centimeters. So I did 26 centimeters and kept a dot above and at the bottom. Yeah, I'm repeating that, Kevin. So if you have a smaller paper, you can do the measurements according to that. I took 26 centimeters. Also, I made a dot in the middle, which is the center for me. That is 13 centimeters. Also, from the top, I have the same 13 centimeters towards the right side. And there is a dot over there. So we only have 4 dots as of now. So the measurement from the top to the middle is similar to the top to the right side. It's the same measurement. Okay. So this is a little tricky animal, but we are going to do it step by step so that it's easier for you. So from the middle, we all mark the center here, right? We are going to do a curve in the middle. So it's gonna look like that. So I'm going to do a curve right in the middle dot, connecting the middle dot. Like an inverted C. Okay. So that connects exactly in the middle. And at the very right corner we had another dot, and there's going to be a smaller curve from there. I'm going to do my curve right there. Can you wait? Yeah, Sheetal, I'll wait for you. So till here we made an inverted C in the middle. Also on the right we had a dot here. So we made another curve all the way towards the down. We are going to connect these two lines. So I'll wait here for a minute, for a few seconds, until you're done with this. So that's our center dot, and that's the dot we made with the same measurement from here to here. It's the same measurement on the other side as well. So we made two simple lines. Make sure you have some room here. The face of the kangaroo is going to be here. So I'm going to connect these two lines with the curvy line. So I'm going to connect the two curves. Okay, so after this, we are going to make a curve similar to this but on the opposite side, so I'm going to have a curve right there. So this is similar to this one, but on the opposite side. So we are going to go all the way towards the down. We are going to extend this curve towards the middle. We're still not connecting the bottom dot though. So I just extended this curve. And now we are going to connect the bottom. So this is one of the hind leg of the kangaroo. Okay, so this part is going to be easy because we are going to do a parallel line for our leg like that. So it just started from the bottom of the curve right there. And we are going to connect both the lines. So one of the hind leg is ready. The next leg is going to be very similar to this. We're going to make another hind leg exactly like the previous one. So the curve is exactly similar. The line here is very similar to the previous one. And we are going to do another leg which is just above this leg. So I'm connecting both here. So this hind leg is just next to the previous one. Okay. So we're almost done with the body part. So now for the face here, on the other side, I'm going to make a ear here at the very top. Okay, so after that, I'm going to make the face here, which is going to have a curve there. At the end of this curve, we have its mouth and its nose at the end of this curve. So it's like W at the end of this curve. That's the mouth and nose for the kangaroo. So I'm going to connect these two edges, but not with a straight line. It's going to be curvy. Can you wait? Yeah, Priya, I'll wait for you. Could you do the legs again? Kavin, the legs are going to be connected from the center. So we made an inverted C in its belly, and I just extended the line a little more. Yeah, I'll wait, Sheetal. From there, it took a turn for the line here, and there is another W at the end of the leg. And if you just do this line, the other line is going to be easy for you because it's very similar to the previous one. So this line here is going to be very similar to the previous one. So with the same kind of curve, with the same kind of angle. So if you have this line right, the other two are going to be very easy for you. Okay? So after this, I'm going to do another ear next to the first one. So I want to make the first one a little bigger. We have 2 ears now. Now for its neck, right under the jaw. For the face here, could you do the head again? Yeah, Sheetal. So we had this curve earlier with the marked dot, right? So I just made a U-shaped curve just above that dot, and that curve has a W at the end for its nose and the mouth. And then we connected the W to the ear with a curve, not with a straight line. So it just looks like a petal at the end. And then I'm going to make a neck here, not too far until the line where the body starts. So the neck is going to be straight until the line for the body. And then I'm going to do its front leg, which is going to be here. That is a curve at the bottom of its neck. The front leg is going to be smaller than its hind leg. That's how kangaroos have. So I'm going to make a curve like that for its front leg. The hind legs for the kangaroos are bigger than the front one. So I'm going to do a similar line next to that, and we'll join the leg here. With its toe fingers. So I'm just extending its fingers. So now we have the front leg. And can you guess what's gonna come in between? In the mommy's pouch here. So we are going to connect the hind leg with its front leg. So this is going to be a curve right there. Pouch, baby, yeah, that's right, Sarita. Baby is called Joey, so that's going to be a tiny Joey in the mom's pouch. So after we are done with this abdomen, I'm going to have another line next to its neck, a very thin line. Just parallel to the other one. And the pouch is going to be here. So we are starting from the hind leg here, and I'm going to make a tiny pouch at the bottom. Could you do the leg again? Sheetal, are you asking about the front leg or the back and the pouch? Okay, the front leg is going to be a little curve at the bottom of the neck, and I extended in the front, and the next line is going to be very similar to that, and we did the toe fingers at the end. I haven't started the pouch yet, so we are still on the process of doing the pouch. So from here I'm going to extend the belly a little bit, and we are going to do the pouch. So before going for the baby here, let's do the tail for the kangaroo. The tail is going to be starting from the top of the hind leg, so it's gonna go like that. And I'm going to start from the top. It's broader at the other side, and as it goes it gets narrowed up towards the end. Okay, now for the baby. The baby is going to be peeking out of this tiny pouch. So only the head of the baby is going to be out of the pouch. So from here, we are going to make a tiny line inside the pouch. And that's going to be ear. And we are going to do the similar face like its mom, but it's going to be tinier. So I'm going to have its jawline at the bottom with a similar W-shaped curve for its nose. And we are going to connect these two like we did for its mom with a curve. Like that. So there's another ear next to the first one. So the mouth and the nose together is W-shaped.
Wait, I'm not even done with the baby yet.
The baby is very similar to the mom's face, except it's tinier. The nose and the eye are missing for the mom and the baby. So now we have a rough outline. So let's do the mom's nose first. It's going to be at the top of this W, an oval nose. Okay, and now for the baby. The baby has an oval nose too. Can you wait? Yeah, Shmriti and Radhika, I'll wait for you. So we just did the noses for the kangaroos. The eye is remaining now. For both mom and the baby. So I'm going to do a round eye right there and the eyebrow. Okay, and there's going to be an inner circle inside the eye. The same thing for the baby. except it's a little smaller. Now we are done with our drawing. Mommy and Joey. You can pick your own color for drawing. When you pick your oil pastels, I recommend you having a lighter color inside the body so that the eyes are visible for the Mommy and Joey. So I'm going to do one dark color for the near the outlines and one lighter color inside the body. So you can do the same thing, but make sure you're picking something very light inside the body. I'm going to do brown for my corners and yellow ochre inside the body for the mummy. And for the baby, let's choose a different one, a lighter one. So I'm going to start with my dark color. So this is my brown. We are not going to completely color inside the body. So I'm starting with the corners, nice and slow, with a lot of pressure. Make sure we are not going outside the lines and no white spaces.
Mama, can yellow and pink go together?
Yellow and dark pink might go together.
But I like yellow and pink.
Yeah, choose one darker color and one lighter color. So I'm going to do brown with yellow ochre. So you can, if you don't have yellow ochre, you can do yellow or orange, something lighter, even peach. So I just made the corner of the tail
Can I have yellow ochre?
with dark brown.
Yellow ochre.
After I'm done.
You're not using yellow ochre.
So after this, I'm going to draw with brown on the side of its body. Just did the video freezes. Shubha, are you able to see it clearly now? I hope it got better. Okay, so we just colored the inside of the body here. So when we are doing the corners, we need to be very careful and make sure we are not keeping our palm or fingers inside the body. And then for the corner of the legs, so I'm doing brown for the corner of one of the hind leg. And I'm doing the same for the next leg. Just on the corner, we are not completely covering the legs. Okay. So I'm also going to highlight the top of the body a little bit. Just a thin highlight here. I'm not making it too thick. Just highlighting with a thin line. On top of the body. Can you wait? Yeah, Veena, I'll wait for you. And I'm going to do the jaw and the face. Just a thin line. We're not going too thick on the face. Okay, if you're done till here, so I'm going to highlight the front leg as well. If you're done till here, you can do a similar technique with the front leg as well. Just on the side, we are not covering that completely. Just on one side. I'm going to do a thicker highlight for its belly and for the hind leg here. So not too much, just one layer extra. Okay. Yeah, we need to make sure we are not keeping our fingers inside. So I'm going to use my yellow ochre next. If you don't have yellow ochre, you can do yellow or orange. So I'm going to blend a little bit with the darker color. So I'm going to do a little on top of the brown, and I'm covering the rest of the body, starting from the tail. So with a lot of pressure and with no white spaces, we are continuing to color. So you can do any light color combination with brown, which is similar to brown, especially like yellow or orange or peach. So I just covered the tail like that. I'm going to do the hind legs similar way. So I'm going to blend a little bit with the top layer here with brown and color the insides. So we need to go dark with the oil pastels. So apply pressure there so that it blends on its own. Okay. I'm doing the same thing for the other leg. When we are doing smaller spaces, we need to be very careful that we are not going outside the lines. So I'm holding the pastel away from the paper so that my fingers and palm are not smudging. We don't want a smudged artwork. So I'm going to cover up the body here in a similar way. We are not doing the abdomen part though. We are leaving the pouch. We are only covering the body right there. So I'm blending a little more with brown. So hope you are using a lighter color too inside the body. We don't want the body to be very dark. So same direction with all the white spaces covered. Nice and smooth. Let's do our strokes very smooth without any spaces. Okay, I'm covering the upper body now. Similar way. So I'm just using two colors for today for the mommy. Brown and yellow ochre. So we need to be very careful when doing the face because it's a smaller area than the rest of the body. Nice and smooth with all the strokes. So I'm just covering the spaces. We are doing the ears now. So I want to do a different color for the inner ear, so I'm not covering the entire ear. I just left a small space inside the ear here. But this ear is going to be facing the other side, so I'm just covering that other ear completely. Now for the face, we need to go very slowly near the corners so that it's not going outside. Also, we are not messing up with the eye and its facial features. So I'm going really careful with the face here. So if there is a small space, we have to be very careful and slow. Okay, now the face is covered. And for the front leg, didn't do the front leg yet. So I'm doing the front leg. Okay. The mummy is almost done. Since it's just two colors, the coloring is going to be very simple. The main thing about kangaroo is the drawing. It's a little tricky. So now we are going to do the pouch. I'm going to use peach for the pouch and for the bottom of its belly. So this portion of the neck is going to be peach. So if you already have used peach, you can use some other light color like light pink. So I'm using peach right there for the pouch. So it's going to be peachy under its belly. So you can leave a little shine if you want in the pouch. So I'm going to do white and peach. A little shine inside its belly. So it's double colored, peach and white. So look at that shine it gives. So we can use white with any of our colors to make it blended. We are almost done. The baby is remaining, Joey is remaining. I want a different colored Joey. It's not going to be looking like its mom. It's going to be different color. Is there going to be a background? Meghna, we are going to do some little twirls in the background, but we are not going to cover the background entirely. There's going to be some designs coming out. So I want to do the Joey with yellow. So I'm going to do this tiny part of his head with yellow. So since I had an orange outline, I'm going to blend with that. You can even do the outline after we are done with our yellow inside the face. So this is a tiny space too. So we are going very slow inside the face. And the ear. So it's a little light colored than its mommy. Okay. So you can even do a little more lighter if you want with white. So I want to do it a little more lighter yellow so that the baby is bright and cute. I don't want a dark colored Joey. So I'm just going with white on top. Okay. Nice and smooth. At any point we need to keep in mind that we are not keeping our fingers or palm inside our drawing. So if you have not done the nose yet, we are doing brown colored nose for the mummy and the baby. Also, we are going to do the lip line there for both. I'm not going to use brown for the baby. You can use dark peach or orange for the baby, because babies wouldn't have developed such thick coat yet. It's always lighter than its mommy. So I'm going to use orange for the baby. Okay. There's one part remaining in the mommy's ear. So I'm going to do peach inside its ear too. Okay. So you can make it lighter too if you want, just to highlight it. Now for the eyes. So we need to be very careful when doing the eyes. We're going to use black, and this eye is really tiny. So use just the tip of the black pastel. So if you don't want to mess up, you can also use brown if you want, but if you're using black, you need to be very careful. So I'm just doing the eyebrow first, and then this oval eye. I'm not going to color the entire eye because I want to have blue eyes for the kangaroo. So I'm going to use dark blue for the inside of the eye. It's not showing up really. So you can give any colored inner eye. So I want to do dark blue, and I'm going to do the same thing for the Joey. Be very careful when doing the eye. Because eye is a real small area, we don't want to mess up that. I'm going to do a tiny white portion. It's difficult to do a lot of details within the eye, but if you have space, you can do blue and white areas inside the eye. Okay, we are almost done with our kangaroos. Now for the designs. Since kangaroos hop and hop and hop, I want to do springs outside. Multicolored springs. You don't want to go too crazy with that. Just tiny little springy decorations. Ta-da! Yours turned out good. Thank you, Sheetal. Ash said that. Thank you, Ash. I hope yours turned out good too. So if you accidentally covered any of your outlines, you can make it a little more thicker just to highlight some of the areas like ears or the top of the head or the tail there. So now we are done. So you can go ahead and have your artistic signature at the bottom. And here is a close-up look of the mommy and the baby. Let's see what Kavya and Ovia have. Yay, that's an orangey kangaroo. And here that's a yellow one with a tiny baby. Good job, girls. Okay. I hope everybody enjoyed today's art. I would love to see all of your artwork. So please submit all of your art after the live is done. Submit in the comments. Today's art was for Hema. Hema requested for the kangaroo. If you want to do any other pictures, you can comment that below and we can do in our next class. So Hema, the kangaroos are for you. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for joining today, guys. So let's meet in the next class on Monday at 4 p.m. I would love to see all of your drawings, so don't forget to post your drawings. Can you do a kitty? Yeah, I can. We can do that in one of the classes, Sheetal. So post all of your requests too and post all of your completed pictures. Let's meet on Monday at 4 p.m. So until then, bye. See ya.